Hello, my little friends, and welcome back to From Mangoes to Maples, where stories from India travel all the way to your homes here in Canada. It's me, Millie, with this little story for you today, which is about generosity. Generosity means sharing what you have with a happy heart, even when you don't have too much. Before we begin, let me tell you about someone special again. Long ago, in the state of Madhya Pradesh in India, there lived a king named Bhoj. King Bhoj was admired for his wisdom, fairness, and kindness. Even today, people across India tell stories about his generous heart. He believed that the greatest wealth was not gold or jewels, it was helping others. Let's begin. Today's story is called King Bhoj and the Last Loaf of Bread. One day, King Bhoj decided to leave his palace dressed as an ordinary traveler. He wanted to see how people in his kingdom were really living. As evening approached, he reached a small village. He knocked gently on the door of a tiny mud house. An elderly woman opened the door. She looked surprised to see a tired traveler standing outside. Mother, the traveler said politely, I have been walking all day. May I have something to eat? The old lady smiled warmly. She said, I don't have much, but whatever I have, I will happily share with you. She looked inside her kitchen. She really did not have too much. There was only one small loaf of millet bread. It was all she had planned to eat that night. But without complaining, she broke the loaf into two pieces. Not just that, she gave the larger piece to the traveler. King Bhoj looked at the bread. Weren't you hungry too? He asked. The woman laughed gently. Of course I am. Then why are you giving me the big piece? The lady smiled and said, Because today you need it more than I do. King Bhoj was deeply touched. Here was someone who had very little, yet she gave generously. The next morning, before leaving, King Bhoj thanked her and quietly returned to the palace. A few days later, royal messengers arrived at the woman's house. They repaired her house, filled her grain jars, and made sure she would never go hungry again. Only then did she discover that the tired traveler had been King Bhoj himself. The villagers asked the king, Why did you reward her so generously? King Bhoj smiled, because generosity is not measured by how much we give. It is measured by how willingly we share. And that was why people remembered King Bhoja not only as a wise ruler but as a king who recognized generous hearts wherever he found them. Generosity isn't only about giving money, children. Whether you live in a big house or a small, in a big city or a small village, you can be generous every day. You can share your crayons, help a classmate understand homework, invite someone to join your game, donate books or toys you've outgrown, or simply give your time to someone who needs a friend. Sometimes the smallest acts of generosity leave the biggest memories. It's your time to think what one small thing you could share this week to make someone else's day a little brighter. A generous heart shares happily even when it doesn't have too much. That was the end of today's story. I hope you liked it. And I will see you next week. From India's land to Canada's snow, may seeds of kindness always grow.